Hello everybody, it's me, your favorite friend, Helga B. A lot of you are angry, upset, mad, frustrated, and disappointed of me because you think I left the bros completely and sided on the other side. A lot of you have many speculations against me, and many are curious of what really happened. And many people were accusing me that I received some payments from the black women. And can you imagine if that was the case? That would be a big slap on my country. And where is my dignity? And also, back in the day, many black women were accusing me that I received some payments from the passport bros. And I wish that was the case as well. Anyway guys, I will explain to you that way you have a better understanding of what really happened. And I hope this will clarify everything. And whether you like me or not, it doesn't matter because I am the only one who knows and understands it better. But I understand that many of my loyal friends need to hear this. So my TikTok niche is about exposing the truth and exposing the lies. Meaning, I talk a lot about what is it like dating a Filipina. And I was also sharing about our tradition and culture. And yes, that was my original TikTok. My TikTok page was based on question and answer, and I loved it. And during my TikTok journey, I was able to study about the people's behavior and the people's attitude. And also, what I noticed that no matter what I say here, no matter what I do, I will always encourage or attract haters, people who are good to me, and people who are loyal to me. And eventually, I was able to develop an ability to know who are fake and who are real. So, I've decided to try many things in order for me to gain knowledge and power. Me siding to bros was real, by the way. Me encouraging men to go to the Philippines to marry a Filipina was real, by the way. However, whatever decision I make, whatever I say here is based on my brain and my heart. Most of the time, I listen to my heart and I let my heart guide me. And sometimes I listen to my ego and I say whatever I say, and sometimes I don't care what you think of me. Someone says, Helga has no right to speak for the Philippines or Filipina. She left in the Philippines when she was 17. Therefore, she's not even a real Filipina anymore. Half of her life is in Canada. Therefore, she is part Westerner. And my answer is, yes, you're right. Part of me is Filipina and part of me is Canadian. Yes, I may be here in Canada, but my heart is in the Philippines. Yes, I adopted the Western world, but it doesn't mean I forgot my tradition. Yes, I left Philippines, but I also left my Filipina toxicity mental attitude in the Philippines. And guess what? I brought with me my amazing Filipino tradition here in Canada. And that is why I don't swear to people. I still eat with my hands and still do things that a traditional Filipina should do. Now, is it true that I have been westernized? That is correct. I westernized myself in terms of education, knowledge, ability to know a lot of things that a lot of Filipina in the Philippines are unable to do. I'm able to educate myself and to make myself a better version of myself. I'm able to improve a lot of things about myself that I would never have done it if I was in the Philippines. I'm able to improve a lot of things in my life for me to be able to know what is right and what is wrong. I'm able to have freedom when it comes to speak freely and to stand up for myself. And yes, I am half westernized and I carried the good part of my Filipino tradition. And guess what, guys? That is dangerous, isn't it? Yes, there are many bad traits here in the Western world, but it doesn't mean I have to follow it. I only have to filter the good ones and apply it to myself. And in the Philippines, just because you hear the word Philippines doesn't mean that all the people there are good. No, it's not true. I filter the bad tradition of the Philippines and I only filter the good ones and applied it to myself. And someone says, OMG, Helga is a chameleon. That's not good because she will adopt whatever things that will benefit her. Well, you can think of that in a pessimistic way, but guess what? I'm an optimistic person, my friend. And that's exactly what I did. I turned myself into a chameleon. Why? Because if I'm a chameleon, I'm able to adapt all types of environment around me. What does it mean? That means I'm able to blend in my enemies, people who are good, people who are bad, and people who are fake. Because I have a chameleon attitude, I'm able to know who you are as a person. And I'm glad that my dad is Detective Columbo because he taught me everything of what I must do to catch the guilty ones. Now, why did I do things or say things and shock the world and me end up having many people hating me? Because I must follow my heart, and that's what I said from the very beginning. I tend to follow my heart because my heart is my intuition and it's my map to my journey in life. So, let's go back to Passport Bros and Black women dramas. I didn't like the fact that every time I make videos, there's people fighting no matter what I say or no matter what I do. And I did not like that. And even though I'm standing up for Passport Bros, it doesn't mean that they are all good. And even though I said the word Western women, it doesn't mean I said all Western women. So, I needed to know who are real, who are not. I needed to prove to the world that there are many Passport Bros who are not good. And I needed to prove to the world that there are many Western women who are good. And that's the entire point that I want to make. And I've proven it to myself. And you know what I've proven? I tried to filter out the real bad Passport Bros. And guess what? They all came out. They were all against me. And those bros who hated me and bashed me are the ones who are not sincere, and they should not go to the Philippines. For me, they are considered the bad overs who is going to the Philippines and who is going to take advantage of my Filipina kababayan who are good. Now, in terms of the Western women, I've proven it to myself that not all of them are bad. I just needed to know that many of them are still good and are on my side. So, from now onwards, I'm going to go back to my original plan. I'm going to expose the bad traits of men here in the Western world, as well as I'm going to expose the bad traits of Filipina in the Philippines. That way, many Filipinas have a better understanding who are the real kings that are coming to the Philippines. So ladies, especially to my kabayan and Asian women in Asia, when you see or hear coming from bros or men here in the Western world will use words such as disrespectful words and all types of crazy words against women here in the West, run from them, okay? I'm giving you the tips right now. That way you don't regret later. You can thank me later. That's okay. And at this point, I'm just gonna focus on exposing the truth and exposing the lies. There's no more bashing against her or him. We're just gonna focus on the bad ones, okay? So no more insulting on each other, no more discriminating, judging, and criticizing on each other. And if you do that, I am definitely not on your side. At least I know who are the real king bros are. And again, I just prove it to myself that not all Western women here in the Western world are bad. So ladies, if you want to be like me, use your brain and use your heart. Most of the time, follow your heart, put your brain later. And my heart tells me to expose peace and harmony.